Ashkeepers Legacy is a real tabletop RPG show for adults who choose to never grow up. But that does mean our shenanigans may not be appropriate for younger viewers and listeners. From colorful words to emotional highs and lows to fart and phallic jokes, we will hit it all. So please enjoy responsibly, like coffee or beer or buying dice. Welcome to the show.
Okay, it's like a spastic, like, okay.
No,
like,
I said,
you're not gesture.
are we good? You said yes, and then I clicked.
I said yes, I didn't say okay.
That's the same thing!
No, it's not.
Dom, do you want to drop us in and we can edit it from there?
Welcome back, friends and fellow gamers, to Detention Gaming. We are on episode 7, I think, of this D&D campaign, Ashkeepers Legacy. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment of your time to go and hit that bell icon if you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, why? Please do it. The algorithm on YouTube demands it be done. It is the written law.
The YouTube gods.
The YouTube gods, yes. That's it. We're gonna jump right back into the game.
Gambo!
Whoop whoop! Jesus.
Big recap incoming. The inbound. Ready?
Word vomit.
Info dump time?
Info dump time. Yeah, I tried to write this recap, and then I realized I'm recapping the last 3 episodes, kind of, when I was writing it.
It all blends together.
And then it blended together, so...
Great.
Here we go. Last time on Ashkeepers Legacy, our misfits indulged themselves with the drinking game coined Truth or Drink. Things got heated, emotions ran warm, but you were able to open up with one another on a deeper level. Gave each other a stern talking to about the importance of working together regardless of what brought you together. You then followed Hekatee into the Undergrove to visit Hek's Amma, her grandmother, who's also a hag. Braving the dark and uncharted caverns, you also encountered a vicious undead beast. Some of you were badly wounded on your escape from the cavern, and it had collapsed, crushing the creature in place, allowing you all to escape. Found by Trench, a fellow Ashguard, you were escorted to the infirmary for some care, where you were healed by Nova, a male eladrin healer of Titania, the Summer Queen. While in the infirmary, news of your condition was brought to the attention of Yolanda Salazar, one of the original founding members of the guild and mother to Armand and Schade. She gave you all some tough love with a stern talking to, but above all else was glad that you were all stable and healed. After being discharged from the infirmary, each of you took your leave to find rest for the night. We resume on a new day as each of you have basically separated to handle some personal errands before your night's watch begins. So I know we were all separated and a little bit all over the place. So let's go ahead and let's roll some d20s. Let the dice decide whom is to go in what order.
It was almost a 20.
Or first, depending on how
I'm considering word.
Fair.
Highest. Who got the highest roll?
19!
19. Ooh, okay. Both going at the same time. Let's have you both rollies.
Roy, go!
David.
Yeah, Troy!
Oh my god.
Wasted!
Hey, nice. The dice have spoken. Okay.
Damn.
Well done.
It was almost a 20 and then it went 2.
Yeah, that's how I got 8.
Ooh, imagine if it was also 20 and double rollies.
I know, double rollies.
Then 2 nat 20s
Well,
would have
then
been
you both
wasted.
go first and you speak over each other, right?
That'd be great.
Okay, let me just double check
I don't know if you want that.
I
note
don't.
really quick before
Actually, editor note.
proceeding.
No. Thanks.
Just gotta check one note really quick, just to make sure I got my facts straight.
Unacceptable.
I know, right?
I'm a little upset, honestly.
Only a little.
Yeah, a little.
Okay.
Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
That's a wish, that's a wish.
Yeah, man.
Okay, cool. Tom,
Yes.
resuming with you, you were where last?
Teaching at one sign language.
Oh yes, you were in the tavern. Yes.
Right. That's adorable.
Excellent. So while you are having this lesson and going through common sign language and just teaching some, words and like maybe some of the alphabet and things, go ahead and make a perception check for me. I'll have both of you do it because you're both there.
Too busy focusing.
16.
16. What did you get? It was a 3 total. Was it in that one?
Nope.
It wasn't. Okay.
You just have no perception.
Okay.
I am not I am not. Do I seem like a very perceptive guy?
Nah. No.
Your proficiencies are not in perception.
So Armand, what you see coming through the door of the tavern to Tom's back, walking in, is you see June or Juniper comes walking in, and she is Tom's sister, one of the triplets. She's a female nymph. You see her long white curly hair, barefoot, glistening, almost like glitter-like skin, wearing a beautiful white lace dress that kind of flows in the wind as she enters. She's kind of cold, and you can tell it's really windy outside, but her hair's kind of messed, and she has like twigs and flowers and things that are stuck in it. And she's kind of like muddy. Seems like she's been kind of out in the muck recently, but she kind of walks in, stops, see Tom's there, makes eye contact with you, and then you see her just kind of sidestep behind some other people passing in and kind of makes her way around, like obviously avoiding you both as she's making her way like kind of towards the countertop. And you see Sam kind of waves her down and says hello, and she kind of like tucks over by the bar and starts talking to him.
I like. Your sister just walked in.
Which one?
Curly-haired, white-haired one.
The tall one or one of the shorter ones?
Is she tall?
June, I think, is the taller one.
Yeah.
Right? She's pretty built too. She's fairly muscular.
The tall, beefy one.
Oh. Hey, June!
You see her turn around. She's just like, looks. You see there's like a puff of like pollen, like that kind of shoots out from her hair. She looks very stressed, and she's just like kind of waves nervously, and
Should I not be seeing you right now?
she just looks at you. She's like, "Yeah, do that, please. I'm not here.
Did you sneak out?
I didn't do that. Definitely not.
Should you even be drinking?
What? Leave me alone. Good to see you too." And you see, she just looks back to Sam, and Sam just kind of looks a bit confused back and forth as you're yelling across from the tavern at each other. He's like, and you see he goes into the back and goes and grabs her some food and stuff, and she haphazardly makes her way over to the table to sit down and join you both.
Are you
What's up,
hiding?
girl?
Hi.
Are you hiding from our parents or your godparents?
Mom, I'm leaving. Mom, yeah,
Oh, your
I
mom's
needed.
terrifying.
She.
Arch failed.
What did hibiscus pull you into?
I just need a break. I'm not supposed to be here. So you could keep
What are you
that to
supposed to be
yourselves.
doing?
I'm supposed to be back doing things around the Glen, but I don't want to do that right now.
So you're avoiding chores.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's right.
Chores from Archfey Mom, you know. It's pretty great. She just kind of looks at you both. What's your, out of curiosity, what's your passive insights?
13. No 11.
So just 10 plus your
Yep.
insight bonus.
Same.
What is it?
11.
11? Okay. You could tell she's not being totally forthcoming of her reasons on why she's here.
Do I want to know? Do I need plausible deniability?
She just kind of looks back at you and she's like, if I tell you, you're going to tell everyone. And then Mom's going to find out, and then it's my ass. So...
I am not hibiscus. I do not spread rumors.
It's not rumor if it's a fact.
What did you do?
I snuck into a summer court meeting.
Okay.
That doesn't
And
seem so bad.
Wait.
it was a private meeting. I was not invited, and I got caught. So I have been bound to my mom's domain of delight until the next full moon, and I decided to leave. I found a loophole, so I'm here now. I'm not one to be rooted or grounded, you know. Not a child anymore.
Barely.
How old?
Still counts though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's what's the age difference with her, the sisters, and Tom? Tom's older.
Comes to older, they're slightly older than,
All of us.
No, just like a few months older than
Oh, yeah.
Adora.
That's right.
So how old were you both again?
About 18.
Your characters.
19.
Okay, so they're like 20, 21. Okay. You're 21, right?
Yeah.
So they're 20. We'll say they're 20. So yeah, she just kind of looks back and is like, so if it's cool if I crash here?
Yeah.
Meaning you're not gonna snitch to anyone else?
When have I ever snitched?
You don't deliberately snitch. I think it just happens and you don't realize it happens.
You got no filter.
Also, Mom is very insightful.
Yes, I know.
So,
Guys Island for
if anyone comes looking, just say you haven't seen me. I'll don a disguise or something soon. Getting here was a little
You know I
stressful.
can't. I am not capable of lying. I'll say I saw her around, but not
Cool. Okay.
no specifics.
Okay, cool. If you rat on me, I'm gonna punch you in the face, you know that.
Do it. Do it anyway. Please.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh. 8.
8. She just kind of looks back. She's like, nah, he's helping me out right now.
I'm also helping you out right now, because I won't say anything.
Please
Why
don't
don't you
bark.
punch him in the face then?
He's also helping you out right now.
I'm kinda on time out.
Oh. Okay.
If you think our mom's scary, one of her moms will get
His.
one of his
I'm a
moms.
boy, man.
I'm a boy, man.
Defining moment of
Them-
campaign.
Misgender
His mom
Yeah.
can put our mom. Yeah. Run for her
Jim
mom.
looked back at you and was like,
You know-
what did you do?
Well, several things, but...
Let me just put it this way. I said it was a bad idea, and you only listened to me.
No, shut up. You know the...
What?
You know the...
Uh-huh.
You know the storm that happened last night?
No, I wasn't here. I was in the Feywild.
Oh,
You wouldn't reason why everything's
There's-
wet.
Oh, that's why it's so muddy outside?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
that'd be my ma.
Should
And
I
that-
leave? Is it
And that,
cool to be here?
and that is a nice one.
That's the nice one. Admittedly, that's the nice one. Let's put it this way. This mother, back in like her prime, like heyday, though she's still in her prime, her nickname was La Diosa de la Muerte, which in my mom's like native language means goddess of death. So
Why am I just now finding out about this?
because they like to keep all that shit private.
Remember Ashkeepers?
Uh-huh.
That one.
Yeah.
That one.
No, it's not that. No, that's not that one.
Oh.
No.
Pilar has one as well. Pilar has a terrifying nickname of doom and destruction.
La Reina de Sangre, which means the Blood Queen.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
They're really nice. They're fun.
They're great.
Wonderful. They're great.
I've met
Just
them
don't piss
both.
them off.
I would have had no idea had you not told me. So.
No, that's because they're like super nice and like amazing and wonderful, but they're also terrifying as fuck.
Right.
You weren't there for one time we actually came out of the house.
There's a lot
For our
of signals
fun.
happening right now.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. You see Sam kind of comes over and he brings some food and some water.
Does she have meat?
Yes.
She?
Yes.
I take some up just off the
Did
plate.
you just misgender Sam?
No. June's plate.
June's
Oh, I thought you were talking about
June's
Sam.
plate. No,
I was
yeah.
like,
I
She
just-
doesn't mind at all.
Okay. It's communal.
she's not one of those
Yeah.
stab the hand.
It's share meat.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's not a term I want to keep going. Don't worry, it's the share meat.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break away from this scene and go over to Adora.
Yes.
Adora, you were running an errand for the blacksmith.
Yes, I've got a shopping list.
One amendment I have to make. He is not a red dragonborn. He is a copper dragonborn. Still fire breather, but he's a metallic dragonborn.
Cool.
Yeah. So you were. Let me see here. Yes, Igdrill, copper dragonborn. Yeah, you were just running some errands for him, just picking up some supplies and bringing those back. Cool. Yeah, so we'll say that you go to the shops and pick up some supplies, and you head over to the courier in a wagon. Like, there's a large shipment that has like the sigil of his forge on it. You like pick up this crate, and it's like raw ores, materials, some new tools and whatnot. And you spend your time carrying, like hauling this stuff over and loading it into the smithy. And then when you're done, you could tell that both him and Cinder, the female fire genasi apprentice, they're sitting and just eating some lunch. And you kind of come walking in with the rest of the supplies, and they're currently not using the forge at the moment. So, what would you like to do?
I brought your stuff. I think I got it all.
You see, just kind of like takes a big bite out of the sandwich and kind of pulls it away and just chews thoroughly and looks back at you with a smile. Good job. You can set the tools on the wall there, and the rest of it can just sit on that counter there. And takes another bite, and kind of scarfs it down, cleans his hands off, and stands up, puts his apron back on, kind of looks at you. So, what can I help you with?
I just wanted more practice on the forge. I am really starting out. I've done some runes and like I hold up my shield again. Feel like I put some on here, but I really would like to make things.
Okay. Well, let's see. Is there anything in particular you would like to start with? We could make a simple blade, armament, a tool.
A small blade would be probably good.
Okay, we can start with like a knife. What purpose would this knife serve? Cutting wood?
Self-defense.
Oh, okay. Very well, yes.
I'm pretty good with my fists, but just in case, I think it'd be good to have something a little bit more deadly.
Very well. And you see he just kind of like walks over to the forge and like lets you see like all these different wood options for like a handle, and then the different various metals. But he kind of pulls some things out of like the scrap bin. You know, it's like your first blade you're working with and making it very makeshift. You know, pulls some good material that's left over from that, sets it on the anvil. Kind of is like inspecting it. You see, looking for like cracks or any anomalies in the material before it's tended to. Just kind of lays it all out there for you, and then walks over to the forge and inhales a deep breath of air, then exhales out of his fangs. Just all this fire and flame and smoke plumes up into the coals, and you see he kind of goes over to a hand-worked fan, kind of like, I forget what it's called, like a press. That presses the air into it.
Bellows?
Yes, thank you. And gets the coals nice and warm, and looks back at you and is like, all right, I'm here to assist you every step of the way. Let's get started. And sets you up. So what we'll do is we'll do a Smith's Tools check.
Yeah.
And you will have the help action, so you'll have advantage from the smith. And I would argue, because this is a very experienced smith, that I'm going to give you an additional +2 to the roll on top of the advantage.
Awesome.
So it's your tool proficiency. smith's tools. So I believe I'm not. Let me check here. I think it lists now on the new rules,
does.
1D&D rules, that it's
Yep.
like how it works, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Smith's tools.
I have Smith's tools.
Yes.
But
Does it
they-
say like
But
what
it doesn't
they do?
say.
They've updated how it.
Oh, here. These special
says.
tools include the items needed to pursue a craft or trade. Proficiency with the set of artisan tools lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make using the tools in your craft.
Cool. So go ahead and make a roll with. What skill would you like to use for this? Like what? What stat?
What stat?
Yeah, I think it could be a wisdom based. It could be intelligence based. I would argue
I think
it
it's
could be strength based.
I think the way I read it is tools allow you are assisting you in whatever skill you're using. If you're using the tools
Oh, so
for
it's
it.
like a skill.
So it's a skill check. If you're using those tools and proficient with it, you get to add your proficiency bonus.
Oh, okay, cool. So let's make this a skill challenge of athletics. Then let's do athletics, history, and then sleight of hand.
Ooh.
Let's do those 3.
Okay.
And if you're not proficient now, you get to add proficiency because you're using the tools. You're
Right.
proficient in.
If you're proficient in the stat you're using, the tooling, you get
add it
advantage. You have it.
Oh, you get advantage?
You get advantage.
Oh.
And you are proficient in Smith's tools.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So if you're
So
proficient,
having him there on the things in the skills you're proficient in, or not proficient in, will help.
Cool.
You also get additional +2 to all of those as well.
So what am I rolling?
This is going to be the stabbiest.
So this is going to be athletics. You're first working the steel, and you're just trying to warm it up and pound it out and get it into the shape you want it in to work it. Smith's tools or a kit?
I get advantage, yep.
Yes, you get advantage. I believe you're proficient in athletics,
Yep,
right?
I am. 22.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Nice.
You begin to shape this beautiful blade out of this steel, and yeah, you could tell that he's very impressed off the get. Like, you are a natural at it. And you could tell that he's kind of inspecting you as you craft. Like, you could tell that there's some hesitancy, thinking that, you're saying like, oh, you're a beginner and you've never really done this before and all this, and you could tell that he's suspect to that fact. But go ahead and roll now. I think we said a history check for me. Because it's basically now you're going to try to work on a guard, a pommel, and a handle.
I am proficient in history.
Oh, nice.
So you get
Advantage.
advantage.
They were both shit. Okay. 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 2 is 11? 11.
Okay. Okay, you said 11? Yeah, you find a good wood to work into the handle, and your experience thus far has just been primarily with like the metal.
Yeah.
So the woodworking piece of it has been proved to be a bit challenging, and he helps you along and finds you a guard that will work, and a pommel, and it just kind of fits it all in, and finds a good adhesive to kind of like keep them all in there, and then burn the edges of it. So for the last check, a sleight of hand, just to basically get them all together and finish the dagger.
And I don't get advantage on this because I'm not.
You do, because he's helping you. He's using the help
And you're
action.
still using your tools.
I'm still using my tools. Okay.
Yes.
And then I get to add my proficiency bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
23.
23.
Nice.
Yeah, and it comes together, and at first you're like, oh no, you're hesitant if it's gonna look like one finished product or not, and it does, and you see he kind of stands there and shows it to you all finished and kind of sharpens it a bit on the grindstone, or using a whetstone, and hands it over to you. And it is a functional dagger. You've successfully crafted a dagger.
I take it in my hands and I'm just like, wow. This is pretty cool.
It is indeed impressive.
Did you lie to me before? Have you done this before?
I've dabbled in smithing. I've really only made one thing before.
Well, now you've made another. And he kind of looks around and you see him go and reach up on the wall and you see he pulls out like a leather sheath that would roughly fit it and kind of hands it over to you.
Like, to finish it, so you can take it with you where you go.
Thank you.
Well done. You're welcome to work this forge anytime, Adora.
I appreciate that. I will be back.
Oh, please do. Yes, we would love an extra set of hands around here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
I
remember.
just kind of take the dagger and I start to step out of the forge.
Nice. As you're stepping out of the forge, you see Yolanda walking down, and she's carrying this large rusted blade. And she comes walking down and begins talking with him as you leave and hands over the blade. You see he inspects it and looks at it and instantly starts getting to work on it and like cleaning it. And then she takes her to leave and walks further down the street. Perfect. Cool.
I remember that quest from Skyrim.
Yep.
Now cut me some leather straps.
Some leather straps. All right. Let's see. Who's next? Who had the next highest roll? Do you remember?
I rolled an
I
8.
had 13.
Didn't
13, 11.
1.
Ooh, 1.
8.
8.
Okay.
Didn't you guys go together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So Armand.
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 Salazar.
Armand Salazar.
Put some stank on it. Armand. Salazar.
Oh yeah, actually, forgive me. I will come back to you because
shit.
the way that it worked out in the rolls and in my notes, it's sword based. The sword was just dropped off.
Okay.
So for canonically for
sword-based.
timeline,
Sword based.
when the sword is finished, it will be returned to you, and that will kind of kick off what I was going to do with you.
Sword base.
Sword-based time is, very normal.
My
Yeah.
favorite unit of time measurement.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sword-based.
Sword based. Yeah. All right. Cool. Shada, you are helping Nova in the infirmary, I believe, and you're trying to work off some of the medical debt that you've accrued.
Medical debt, yes.
Medical
I
debt.
mind it.
I am paying your debt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I believe that I was just organizing a store cabinet, right?
Yeah. So do me a favor, and we'll do a skill challenge for you. We'll do an investigation
Okay.
accompanied by a history check.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just do those two.
The investigation is 22.
Oh, nice.
The history is 21.
Beautiful. In a matter of moments, you get this cabinet reorganized, and I think better than it was. We see Nova's kind of like going around doing things, and
I wish my real house was like that.
Nova kind of
You need
looks
to clear.
over at the cupboards and is like, "Oh, well done. This is amazing."
Thank you.
There's not
I've had some experience organizing in my own home, and it seemed all very logical.
Oh, wow.
Is there anything else I can help with today? I do have some experience healing. Not very crowded here right now.
And kind of looks at you and tilts the head and is like, there actually is something that we could use your assist in. The rest of the clerical folk are gathering in the burial mounds. We are going to re-hollow the burial mounds and the sacred dead here, and would love your assistance in that if you'd be willing to front any divine powers you have towards the cause.
I'm happy to contribute what I can.
Excellent. Well, take whatever you need for a divine ritual that you may see fit and meet us in the graveyard. And you see Nova just kind of like goes and grabs his censer and then walks out.
Okay.
And starts heading for the graveyard.
Shada will have to go home first.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you run home. So you skedaddle home and you return inside and you see it looks like most everyone is
That is correct form for skedaddling.
Yeah.
there's some proper skedaddle.
I sure just doodling.
Skedoodling.
No, Shada doesn't.
No, elbows
There's
are
a
more out.
defined distinction between a
does
skedoodle and a
not
skedaddle.
Yeah.
No skedoodling. Skedaddling only.
One does not
Straws
simply
one
skedoodle, but one
Absolutely.
can simply skedaddle.
Into Mordor.
Into Mordor.
Into Mordor.
But you can into the
Sauron's
infirmary.
just like, what the fuck?
Shadow will go inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anybody home right now?
Currently, it looks like everyone's kind of out and about.
Yeah. That's why I suspected. Up to the room. Dig through bags that were brought back from Waterdeep for a small hand mirror.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And
Nice.
then I'll head to the graveyard.
Okay, excellent. And you skadoodle your way towards the grave.
No
Skedaddle!
skedoodling.
Dang it!
No skedoodling.
No skedaddle.
Skedaddle only.
Only skedaddle.
Don't make me spray you like a cat.
You skedaddle your way back across the grove, through the busy streets, passing all manner of folk as you go, and you see a lot. You see familiar faces. You see Nova. You see some of the other healers that you know in the grove there, and you see they're all just kind of like spaced out around, and you see the burial mounds, and you see the mounds were once just simple rock formations with rocks stacked on rocks, you know, into just mounds, but now there's vegetation that's grown around them, and like, you know, dirt that's settled, and just looks almost like these rolling bumps and hills in the landscape. And then you see the large Hall of Heroes that stands kind of in the middle, where they have like more memorial statues to more revered members of the guild in the past. And each of them are kind of spaced out. Each of them have their arcane focus. And you see Nova standing out there. And you see a familiar face. You see Raya. She is standing out kind of in the center and is currently working on runes and is like etching arcane like sigils out in the dirt around. And this spell is massive. It is covering this entire like space. And you kind of fill one of the slots in the end, kind of completing this massive circle of all of these different, you know, clerics and paladins and healers that have worked here or are just here to help with this ritual, as the casting of the hollow spell is ritually done in this space. So what I need from you in this time is I need you to roll a percentile die for me. So a D100.
Angel, where's your giant D100? I have one.
It's not available at the moment.
My heart.
Do you need?
I can just do two tens.
2d10s. Pick a high dice.
Pick the high
Pick
dice
a high
for
dice.
the first digit.
Yeah.
You got one.
Or one of them.
Oh, yeah, I do have one.
One of them is marked for it, yeah.
So is it one of these with the numbers
That's
and
the
Yeah.
then
percent, and then
one of
And
these?
then that's your ones.
Okay, that's
so tens and ones, yeah.
Okay, 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, 19.
Okay.
Not great.
Do me a favor.
Dice, Josh.
What?
These dice.
I don't like them.
Go ahead and now roll me a religion check for me.
Can I see heck?
It's gonna be 8.
An 8. Okay. How... Now I ask you, how do you invoke Lathander and their gifts in this ritual to help contribute to this divine casting?
What time of day is it?
It is, if I remember correctly, it's like just past midday, like early afternoon, because y'all have like quite a few hours before the night's watch, so.
And what is the orientation of the graveyard?
The graveyard is it's a great question. I think it's an oblong, kind of oval shaped, with the Hall of Heroes set in the middle, but turned horizontally, so there's a short walkway to and from the structure, but then there's just kind of trails in between that kind of weave in and out between the mounds, and then there's mounds etched with names, and then some that are unmarked and like unknown burials.
So the way that I'll try to gain Lathander's, gift and not necessarily blessing in this moment, but more attention and care, is I will take the pocket mirror that I have. I'll try to angle it so that the midday sun overhead hits the mirror, and I'm not trying to burn anything or anything like that, but I will try to sort of sweep the mirror so that the reflection of the light hits the gravestones the way it would in a clear dawn.
Wonderful. Okay. Nice. I like it. Do me a favor and make a sleight of hand check, and I will give you advantage on this.
I'll take advantage. I got a nat 20.
Boom.
Wow, nice. Yeah, you see...
Plus 3.
Nice. You see Nova with the sensor, the smoke kind of billows out. You see what looks like the female Triton, cleric of Umberly, is like throwing holy salt water kind of out and around on the graves and things. But once you get that light, and it refracts off of the mirror towards the ritual, and you see Raya standing there speaking out and incanting?
Incantation?
Is that a word?
Incanting.
Incanting. You can incant stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's doing that, and when the light hits it, you see that the runes all begin to glow in a light, and there's almost this like cascade of light that's like a small mist that billows out from the ritual over the ground, over the rocks, over the hills and the bumps of the mounds, and goes to the fence line of the graveyard, and there's this subtle warmth and burst of arcane energy as it slowly begins to dissipate as the Hallow was successful.
I think Shada's a little surprised at that.
That worked.
Like, they've known that they've had Lathander's favor before, but never so profound.
Yeah.
Or so evident.
Oh yeah. And you see they all just kind of like begin to congregate, like move up into the center point and begin talking, like praising one another on the work and everything. You see Noble walks over, is like, "Well done, thank you for contributing to the ritual.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity."
I would consider this act a tremendous one in our efforts. We've been having trouble completing the hallowing here for some time, so consider you and your friends' debt paid.
Whoa.
Wow.
I am very grateful for that. I'm sure they will be too. But if I may, I should like to still help at the clinic when I'm able to.
Oh, absolutely. You can volunteer your time whenever you see fit. And
if you ever have, more patience than care, I live in town.
Wonderful. Thank you. Light guide you. And it's just kind of bows the head and smiles, and
I think Shada's going to find a quiet spot in the graveyard and sit and just watch or enjoy the midday sun.
Okay. The others kind of dissipate and leave, and there's, some birds flying around making a ruckus, and the wind's just blowing back and forth. Do me a favor and make a perception check for me as you sit alone in the graveyard.
Perceptions.
Perceptions.
11.
11. Out of the corner of your eye, you swear you see movement, and when you look in that direction, you don't see anything. It was almost like a white sheet just passes by.
Like a white sheet?
A white sheet, yeah, like a fabric, like blows in the wind out of your periphery, and you turn to look, and you see some trees and some birds and some, tomb headstones and things and the mounds, but you don't see anything white or, anyone.
Interesting.
That's not
Okay.
I think,
It's the
Shada
good
will
kind of ghosts.
walk from the bench that they're sitting at and kind of walk between where that sheet was and where they were sitting, and as they come out from behind a tree, their shape has changed.
Okay. And what form do you assume?
This is just going to be, I'm going to imitate Nova.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you look like an eladrin.
An eladrin.
Bright,
Golden,
golden eyes, like pointed fey ears,
And
long
as
hair.
I come out from behind the tree, I'm going to walk towards where I thought I saw something, just at the corner, off the off chance that I was right.
Okay. Go ahead and make another perception check for me.
Oh. 5.
5. You don't see or hear anything as you emerge and you're walking around. You're, very aware of your surroundings in this moment. I need you to make...
You're asking me to do too many things, Dom. I don't like this.
I don't like this. Don't be suspicious. Too late.
I just gotta check
Maybe
on
the hallowing
what
was
this
a little
is.
too effective.
A charisma saving throw.
Oh.
Why?
I
A
don't.
saving throw?
Why?
Oh my god.
What are you doing to my sibling?
11.
Possessing them, probably.
Go black.
Oh, fuck.
Everything, you black out. And you just get this insane chill for a moment. And just this gasp of air as you exhale, and it's almost like you fall into a deep meditative like sleep. You just everything just kind of goes dark and numb, and you are unconscious. I'll get back to you.
But did you stop moving?
I mean, that's a good question. Momentum is the thing.
Possession?
I have moved downwards.
Somebody else is driving?
Who knows?
All right. Who is next?
Me? I got an 8.
I got a 1.
Oh.
Yes.
Then yes, me. I was following a shadow into the woods.
You were.
As one does.
That's one does.
As one does.
You know?
Yeah, this is normal for
I
her.
was following a sheet. Like, that was fine.
I'm just saying, it can't be any worse than what's happened to a couple of you, so.
You mean getting chomped because we followed Heck?
No. I distinctly said you don't have to come because it's probably going to be dangerous.
Oh, so yes.
Yes.
Also true.
I'm having a great day.
I told you.
I got a knife. I did some errands. Done.
So Heck, you were being led into the woods
Yes.
by
Her.
the shadow. Her. She leads you through the woods, and as you're traversing, over and under branches and logs, in between trees, and through tall ferns and wet grass and mud, you eventually find your way back to the gate. And
The gate.
yeah, the gate, and
What
you
gate?
feel the gate of the grove.
Oh, like the front gate?
Yeah, the front gate.
Okay.
Yeah. And you see some of the ash guards standing there. They let you in. Some folks are coming and going, and you just feel this pull, this tug, and it's almost like your shadow's walking in front of you.
Oh,
You
weird.
see her. It makes you almost disoriented for a moment because she's moving
First.
ahead of you.
Yeah.
Everyone else's shadows are casted behind them.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of following her, and she's leading you in your shadow, essentially. And you kind of begin to walk through the grove, and you make your way over to the lake shore. You pass the lakeside inn and down onto the rocks to the lake shore. And you begin to walk, and you keep walking. And then you come to this doorway. And you know this to be the Stormborn Cave. And the shadow just kind of stands
I mean,
there.
I would know where this was. It's been here
yeah,
since I've
yeah.
been here.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Leads me to the
door. And
Is there a door or is it like...
yeah, it's like the
okay.
front of a house and a cave opening. Like the front of the house with a door, windows. And
Does
it's
the
closed.
pull stop when I get there?
Yeah, it keeps going.
Like
to
through the door?
yeah.
Does it look like anybody's been here?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, shit. 3!
I know. Nope. It doesn't look like anyone's been here for a long
I try the
time.
handle, because all I know is no one lives here
Yeah.
right now. So, yeah, I try the handle.
Do me a favor,
Because last thing Vivian said
roll
was
a
you staying in the
d20.
barracks, right?
Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, I assume nobody lives here. I try the door.
14.
14. You try the door and the door is locked. And I would say audibly inside you do hear someone at the door.
Do I hear movement?
Dagger.
Okay.
Do I hear movement?
Make a perception check, Heck.
Oh, okay, way better. 24.
24. You hear you hear the unsheathing of a blade
Oh,
within.
Hello? Sorry, I didn't think anyone was in here. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, you hear
Can
this. You're
I come in?
Heck?
Vivian? I thought you were staying in the barracks.
I mean, this is my home, and
No,
she opens the door, and then
You're right, it is your home. You said you were staying in the barracks. This is weird and hard to explain. My shadow led me here. And wants me to go inside, and I don't know why. Yeah,
your shadow.
yes.
Why here?
I don't know. I'm out of character. I don't think I would have ever been here for any purpose.
I don't
Can I-
think so.
There wouldn't have been a
either.
reason for
No.
it. So
Can I
would,
inside
like-
check to see if you're pulling my
yeah,
leg?
go for it.
Go ahead.
know,
Yeah. Insight
yeah.
check. Make a persuasion check
Sit on
for
a
me.
throne of lies. It's a 6, I think. No, wait,
Okay.
hang on. Nope, it's a flat out 5.
I mean, I'm not lying, but I rolled a nat one anyway, so she just looks really confused too. She's
Okay.
like, no, I've honestly never had to come here before, and so I'm trying to understand her more, and I was seeing where she would lead me. And we walked through the woods, we walked through the gate, we walked to this door. I assume no one was here because you said you were staying in the barracks last night. And
So you
here I
just
am.
come to my home uninvited then?
And unintentionally, yes. And I apologize for the intrusion. This is
You
weird
piqued
for
my
me too.
interest. I'm curious now. Come
Okay.
on.
Excuse me, and she like lurches
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah, and you look down at her, and
Yeah.
she's like, you see her shadow forms like crawling,
Is
pulling
that-
you across the
I
ground.
see this.
Make a perception check.
I imagine these shadows would be more.
You know what? Fuck it.
Covered.
Let's use
There'd be less light and
Vivian's
shadow in the
dice.
cave, more darkness.
Oh no, yeah, it's much harder.
Nat
to see.
20! Woo!
Boom.
And at 20, you like, as Heck walks in, you notice the shadow, and you notice like based on where the sun is from the back and how it's cast, it's like, oh, it's kind of normal. But then you see like the arms like pulling and like reaching out, like it's crawling on the ground, like reflected in water. It's really weird, and you see it for a split second, and then you blink, and then it's like normal.
Are you okay? Are you okay? What?
No, I feel fine right now. I asked her where she wanted to go, and this is where we've gone, and I don't know why. And I keep going.
Yeah, you are led to the wall.
Please, if this is, you please
Just
follow.
we're in too deep now. Go.
Okay.
You see the shadow kind of clambers its way across the ground, pulling you along, and you reach the wall and you see the family portrait, like a long, tall, standing painting of Val, Avery, the kids, like all together, family portrait quay.
Yeah.
And you see it beckons you forward.
Like to walk, like to keep moving.
Yeah.
I will kind of put a hand out first. I'm not,
Yeah, you feel
I
the
assume it's a
canvas.
wall, yeah.
It's the canvas.
Does
but
it,
then
like,
you
give?
feel it give beyond the canvas.
I will I'll resist for a minute, and I look at him. I said, may I move this?
Right. Here.
You go to move it, and as you go to move it, it's a large. Like, it would take both of you on
Yeah,
one
because-
side to, like,
Is it
move
like-
it. But as you go to move it, it moves on a hinge like a door.
Oh, shit.
Swings open. And you see it swings
tunnel.
open,
She
and you
knows
see a
this is there.
tunnel. Make a history check for me.
Zoinks!
Zoink Scoo?
18.
Well, games like we got
18.
history on our
You
hands.
do remember your parents telling you at a time that there was a secret way out of the grove that went through the cave in the case of an emergency, but they never had to use it, and you can only assume that it is this.
Okay.
Is it like dark, like hella dark? Like
Yeah,
dark
it's like
tunnel?
a dark tunnel that's been carved out.
I'll conjure flame, or whatever the hell I can do. Hold on. Produce flame. Yeah, I whisper. I can't remember what my word is. Cowbacks and her green flame, and she kind of holds it out and like. And I think she wants us to go in this. What is? Did you know this was here?
I mean, we've just never had to use it. It's
What is it?
It's a safety, like,
And I'll say you got an 18. I'll say.
it's a safety hole. Sorry.
Those are better.
It's great.
Better than unsafety holes.
OSHA approved.
So you would know that this tunnel goes from this cave under Fate's End Tavern. So in the event of evacuation, folks could go from the tavern down below out, and then it would take them to the lake shore outside of the walls of the grove itself.
It's,
And it's a long way.
I mean, I know where we're going.
Where does this lead?
The tavern. But,
Why would she
Why?
go there?
and why this route?
I don't know. Can I look around? Is there any like markings or anything else in the tunnel as we enter?
Make an investigation check for me.
Ooh. 17.
17. You don't see any. You see some light debris and roots and things that have grown through the ground, and some rocks that have been displaced and whatnot. But
With that, does it look like anybody does it look like anybody else has been through here recently?
and honestly, no. It's like you see some like mildew, some like cobwebs and things. Like it looks like no one's come through this path in a long time.
I'm sorry for disturbing you. I would like to follow this, but if you were busy.
No, I'm curious now.
Okay, well.
Yeah. You said that this thing has been with you
As my earliest memories. I used to think that she was imaginary, but as I got older, I learned otherwise when she would do things and many times protect me from things that I wasn't aware of, or intervene, or show me secrets or ways out. And
Can I ask a question?
yeah, please.
Has she ever felt malicious?
Not
Maybe not towards you, but...
Not towards me. Her defensiveness has felt misguided only twice. She tried to scare the inspector lady when she was staying here. And then one time, Frenya tried to stop me from seeing Amma, and she started to hurt her, but I told her to stop. But I think it was because she put a hand on me and she thought she was going to hurt me.
I'd be careful with her.
I'm trying to be very careful. But she is still a part of me and has been a part of me.
Just promise me that if something ever feels off again, just come to me. We'll figure it out. No questions asked.
Okay. Thank you. That means a lot. But I do really want to see where this is going. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. Follow the tunnel.
And as you continue down the tunnel, you go for quite a ways, and you have to think eventually you are under the grove again.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice that you are beckoned to a point where the tunnel, you see there is a collapse and an exposed section that has fallen deeper down into the earth.
I would like to check for dinosaurs.
The puddle rumbles.
Yeah.
No.
Make a dinosaur save.
Yeah, go ahead and make
Dinosaur check.
a perception or investigation check.
You too?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
16.
17.
17. No dinosaurs.
I
It's just
I look
basically
down,
the tunnel.
like goes down.
It's like flat and continues straight, and then there's a chunk of the floor that has fallen in, and you could rappel yourself down further, and you see the sediment and floor and the stone and dirt has fallen into a much larger cavern below.
I look back to you and I say, last time we did this, people, myself included, got hurt. I'm not gonna ask you to go with me, but I have to know what she's doing.
Heck, I can't let you go by yourself.
You could.
No,
It would
morally,
probably be
I
safer.
cannot.
Okay. But if anything happens,
Do we need to somehow contact the others?
They would take a while, right, to get up, out, all the way back.
Yeah.
I think I have, right, whatever in a regular, most of us have 50 feet of rope or something. I don't know if I have it. Can you climb down?
You certainly could. Rope would make it a lot easier.
I have herbalism
rope.
kit and shit. With my starting stuff. I don't think I have rope. I have other stuff. I have
I
books
have
and
rope.
books.
I have 50
You
feet
have
of
rope?
rope.
Okay, good.
There you go.
She whips it out.
If you're
All
sure.
50 feet of it?
That's a
Here's one
A lot
moment.
of rope.
that's a substantial rope. You just carry that around with you everywhere?
I mean,
It's coming in handy now, I suppose.
Exactly,
Yeah.
so-
No, I can't really complain.
no. Okay, yeah.
Should I go first?
Do you both type?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Is what? Okay, so you won. Do you go first or do you go after me?
I go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
I can take it.
Can you see in the dark?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, cool. So you were.
I will. You see, she takes her hand with the flame before you go down, and she almost like liquid. She flings it, and and the green flame will drop down.
We
lights up.
tie the rope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
please
anything we
fire.
can to.
Yeah, there's some exposed roots and things that you can
Do you have
tie
any
it to
give,
and then propel it down.
Pythons?
What the fuck is that?
It's usually in
Like
the kit.
climbing,
They're
like climbing spikes.
No.
Oh, okay.
She's got claws.
Oh, I meant like to like tie it off to you. If there were no roots,
to
but if there's
secure
roots,
it better. But there's some old like oak tree roots.
I
running
will
down
make sure
into
that
the
it
earth.
stays taut as she climbs down first.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you with the rope. There's no skill
She's
check
still,
involved.
and
as
the pull is
Oh, no.
down now, right? It's not like.
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay.
It basically was
She
leading
like
you here.
wraps the rope around her thigh a little bit just to
Mhm.
kind of give some resistance and holds the slack and like
Mhm.
repels down a
Yeah.
little.
You rappel down without issue, and you're in this. It's a much smaller cavern than the previous one you were in before. But there's a horrible stench of like rotting flesh when you get down to this level.
Does she get is it a familiar scent of like the death
Yeah.
drag?
Yeah, like you instantly think of that
Death track.
when
Okay.
you get down there.
Uh,
But you think prospectively based on where you were before in the Grove and where you are now that you're in a much different area.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm kind of feeling like we might be on the other side.
I feel
Of
like
the
we're very
dragon.
far from where we were. Hold on, I'm coming down. And Hekatee, having no formal climbing training and is sort of a feral child, she will just like climb down head first with the rope. Like,
Oh.
Go ahead and make
Use your feet in fun ways.
athletics.
Oh, yeah.
Athletics or acrobatics check for me.
okay, neither of those are great.
I'm ready to catch.
18.
Oh, it's impressive. I think the hat falls off,
Yeah.
but you
Got
you
it.
you
Thank
you
Yeah.
climb down head first and
Just,
kind of
like,
get to the
really
ground like a kid
weirdly-
on a jungle gym. Have
Yeah.
your feet kind of catch you.
She
at the
just
last
weirdly
second and stand
unconventionally
up.
like hand over foot comes down and like
Yeah.
and like takes her hat. Like doesn't know that was weird and just takes her hat. Thank you.
As you get to the bottom of the rope, sorry.
What?
You choose to do the difficult way, don't you?
What?
Typically.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Climbing feels more. I don't know. It just seems like a boring and inefficient way to climb if you always go feet first.
Sure.
She'll scoop the fire up
How
off the
will you
ground.
see where you're going?
Yeah, right. How do you know where they're
and
gonna
as you
live?
scoop the fire up into
Yeah.
your hand, it snuffs out.
Oh shit.
And you hear a familiar voice that you've heard before.
Oh,
You do
God.
not hear this.
Oh, she doesn't hear it.
Vivian, you do not hear this. Heck, you hear this. Who is she?
Oh, look at Heck for a sec. Don't move. Don't say anything. And then I'll reply in my mind. She is a very good friend of mine, and I would not have gotten this far without her. Last time I tried to come and see you, we almost got eaten by a dinosaur.
And you see also visibly this shadow form, long, dark, flowing hair.
Mine?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like right behind Heck, and is like hunched down and like talking and
Oh,
whispering
that's-
to her. Yeah.
Oh.
And you
Oh.
see she looks
I
and goes,
misunderstood.
And who are you?
Daggers out.
She can hear the second part? Or she can't,
You
she can just see
only
it?
the communication strictly between
Okay,
the two
but-
of you.
but you see the
the
figure.
visage
Yeah.
of the shadow like looming
Which I
up
don't know what the
over.
fuck
Yeah,
that
I
is
think
gonna do,
I think I'll
but-
look
Yeah.
at Vivian again because this is kind of like you can see her like that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, okay. And I'll in my head, I don't know. I'm Hekatee. This is who I have been, but I would like to know more. Who are you?
Hekatee.
I said that,
You
but
see
you
the
repeat
shadow.
things a lot.
You see the shadow dissipate,
Huh.
but before it dissipates, you see it open up its hand, and in yours, the green flame returns.
Like she gave it back to me.
Mm-hmm. And the shadow returns to your usual.
Can I roll an Arcana check on that? Like what
Yeah,
sort of that was?
sure.
Like,
Make an Arcana
was it
check.
an illusion? Did she like remove my
Yeah.
magical ability from me? Like, what did that? Yeah, fuck it.
Also 8.
Yeah.
The shadow giveth, the shadow taketh.
I look at Vivian like, what? I don't know what that means. That's never happened before. Is she still pulling?
You do feel a pull, but it's less urgent now.
What
think I'm supposed to go this way. I just point.
Well, let's go. And
Are you
she
sure?
starts walking.
I know all of this sounds really crazy. She asked me who you were. I said you were my friend and we would not have gotten very far without you. And she gave me my fire back, so that's a good sign, I think so.
Yeah, let's just go.
Before we go, I will double check the rope and make sure it is secure.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Damn it. 15.
Yeah, it's good. It's taut. You know, you kind of really try to make sure that it can support body weight going back up, and yeah, that's good.
You go feet first on the way up?
Yeah, you get down in like circus Olay, like
back way.
Yeah.
But I will continue to follow it.
Okay. Yeah, you continue to follow, and as you're
I
following,
would like to go quietly.
Excellent. Stealth checks, please.
I'm okay at those.
Alright.
Nat 20.
Never know.
Noise. Never.
Oh, 9.
Okay.
That's not good. Yeah.
No.
You were both traveling fairly quietly through the dark. You have dark vision. Are you gonna snuff the flame or keep the flame out?
Let me make sure I do have dark vision. I do have dark vision. Yeah.
Okay.
I will, as that transpired, and like I also smell the smells and everything, I will kind of look at Vivian and I will put the flame out, and we'll go quietly. So I will put the flame out.
Okay.
Okay, in the stereotypical, I have dark vision. Can we see down here without a light? Is there enough shadow and ambient light for us to see it all?
Yes, there are subterranean plants that give off bioluminescence.
Then yes, I will put the light out.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is in itself eventually does connect to the Underdark, so some of that has come up.
I'm sure that's not important for later.
No, yeah. But as you're traveling through this tunnel in this cavern, it opens up wider, and you find this large. It looks almost like a sundial. This massive, like stone structure.
Like man-made or
it looks humanoid, sentient, made in this space, and there's like all kinds of manner of runes on it. And you see a massive obelisk that is just jutting up out of the ground, and there is a very large, what looks like slender, almost gangly looking, like pale ogre hunched over a large carpet with all of these like things.
You say carpet?
Yeah.
Fuck!
It's just
oh fuck!
Sitting
Can I roll a
there
history
moving
check
things.
to see if I know what any of this is?
Go ahead and make a history check. I will allow you to make one as well.
Fuck this is.
I will say if
we
you
know
get an
who this is,
18
like,
or
out of
above
character,
total, you both know because your parents had told you about it.
19 plus 1, 20.
Okay.
16 plus 3.
19.
19. Okay.
Did it.
You've stumbled upon an entity you've heard stories of, and it was a rather creepy story from your parents. But this entity is one that travels around from place to place and only has one sense at a time. Sight, smell, hearing, feeling, and... Wait. Did I say them all? Sight, sound,
hearing,
sight,
smell,
hearing,
taste.
touch. Yeah. And you see it's hunched over, and it's currently just like going through assorted items, and it has just simply been coined as an entity known as the Trader, a creature bound purely on the exchange of items.
I look at he's real.
I don't want to meet him.
Okay, so Heck really wants to meet him, first of all. But also, is the pull of her, is it going toward this entity, or is he
no,
just
it's
there?
going off in another direction.
Fuck it. Somebody call Otter even.
Let's talk.
I look. You son of a bitch. Nobody's ever seen him for ever.
For a reason. Please. Can I make persuasion?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Hekatee really wants to go. Like, this is intense curiosity.
And you... Okay.
I rolled like shit.
I also got a nat 1, so.
Oh, I rolled a 2. He's like, what? We could do real quick. You can stay here. I'll be right back.
You see it like
but I do almost like a golem-esque like approach, like real quietly in the case.
Yeah, you see it's hunched over and you can't really see like exactly what it's doing. But as you begin to move,
her not to come.
As you move closer, you see it kind of turns and it has no face, no eyes, nose, mouth, ears. You see it's currently just grabbing a book. It has a book in its hands. Open, you see it's just like strumming the pages like the string of like an instrument.
So I remember the tales of this
entity.
Has Frenya told me anything about them?
No, I don't recall Frenya ever having encountered with this entity. There was a time that it dwelled within the grove, and the nearby woods near the grove.
Do I get any sort of like malicious or aggressive intention as I like sneak closer?
It is extremely cryptic looking entity, and it's honestly not
That's
too dissimilar.
why she wants to see it.
That's not. Yeah. It's not too dissimilar from Sam's form of dread.
And she knows Sam super well.
Yeah.
So I think coupled with like she likes the spooky things, Sam's got a thing like this, it's fine. Mm-hmm. And like also this like entity she's heard stories about. Yeah. This entity that she's heard stories about but never seen. Like she found this is like finding Sasquatch organizing his Pokemon cards, right? Like this is just like holy shit, he's right there. Right? So I think she's gonna sneak.
Charizard.
Yeah. Yeah, so she gets closer and I think like a good 40 feet away.
Yeah.
We hardly knew.
Huh?
We hardly
you know what, I've got to come back up, so I'm ready.
He goes, drunken.
Hello? Hello?
You see it drops the book and stands up, and its back is to you. And you see it just takes a step back and begins walking towards you, not facing you.
Oh, I don't like that.
And you see its arm just turns and reaches out, and you hear like the pop of the joint as it rolls.
I don't like
hand,
Hekatee loves
the hand kind of reaches out, and it's moving to touch you.
Does it feel mean?
I mean, it's kind
of like a sense thing.
It's very jump scary, but it's at a pace that you could get the fuck back if you wanted to.
Yeah, I run and
I'm gonna go touch his hand.
No.
Okay.
Oh, does the shadow do anything? Is she reacting in any way?
Not at the moment.
I will fucking.
No, I'm
hella curious.
Back.
Okay, you reach over, pull back, and as it turns and with its arm out behind it, reaches out and clasps your hand and pulls you in just sheer silence. You don't hear or feel anything, but you see it just kind of goes and its arm kind of pops back and it rotates its body in your direction. And it's tall. It's 11 feet tall. It kneels down, looking down at you, holding your hand, and it just kind of pats the hand.
Wait. Hello.
And you see it just kind of turns its head, and again, it's a faceless.
You.
Do I get a vibe?
It's fucking creepy.
You should pat it back.
How about no?
I pat the hand, and I say, "You're the one they call the trader, yes?"
You see it just kind of turns its featureless face and just nods.
I will pull my hand out.
You pull the hand out and it takes the other hand.
Oh, I do. Okay, I'm actually on sort of an errand. Will you be? Are you here most of the time? No, that is disappointing. I don't really have. I have to go, but. And I'll pull out the deer bones that I got from Vivian's grandma. Mm-hmm. I mean, I have these, and I haven't really found the use for them. Would you trade anything for these? I do have to go.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh no. About ready to do something if I need to.
23.
23. You see it stops and moves from your hand. It feels the bones.
They're very well harvested.
Look around at nothing as it's feeling the bones. And you see it just kind of pulls you, and you're holding on to Hek. It's pulling you both and turns and is dragging you along back towards the obelisk, and looks over and you see the carpet that's out and all the different items, and there's blood stains on the carpet, and it's muddy and gross, and these items are filthy, but you can tell that they're being well tended to, even though they're in this very yucky state. You see it just kind of looks down curiously with no eyes and just begins to feel over the items and goes and pulls out a vial, a small black vial, and looks towards you and is holding your hand, so with the other hand and the bones in the hand, and just holds out the vial in one hand and lets you go and holds out the
I will
hand.
let go of the bones and take it.
Okay, and gives you the vial. It's a small vial, small,
You're not
dark liquid.
You're not going to tell me what this is, are you?
Just turns towards you.
I will put it in my bag.
And
I
takes
will reach
the bones
out
and puts them
and
on
I
the
will
carpet.
I will kind of pat it again, and I will grow a little flower on his hand, and I'll say thank you. It has been nice meeting you, but I do have to go now. And I will I realize it's not looking, so but I don't know if I'm supposed to bow or I'm just thank you. And then I turn around and I'm go Vivian, go. And I follow this shadow the other way.
You just scamper off, and as you scamper off, you see it sitting there, and it's just touching each petal of the flower. Just quietly in the darkness with itself.
He seems nice though, right?
Yeah.
She looks back and watches for a moment as they're still going.
Yeah.
You can't do that though. There's some dangerous. I get it was fine this time. There's some dangerous shit out there.
Right, but we can't assume he's dangerous just because he looks different.
I
look different. You look different. You're purple with horns.
Just, please. Okay. I'm gonna keep going.
I want to pull out I want to pull the vial, and I want to see if I can take. I'm not gonna drink it. I'm curious, not stupid. I do want to see if I can tell what it if it's a familiar substance.
Go ahead and make a investigation, history, nature check.
So stupid. No, I'm gonna get stress hives.
What did you say?
I'm gonna get stress
History, nature, investigation, any one of those will do. Survival, even.
It's not so much the horror, it's just the fact that
11 total.
You're not gonna fucking drink that, are you?
No, I'm just looking to see if I recognize.
What'd you
something.
get?
That was
11.
in character.
11.
No. Do you think I should?
No.
Oh, I wasn't going to, but I wanted to see if I recognize it.
Looking kind of at the liquid and how it moves inside of the small vial and the cork on it, everything. It seems to be some sort of blood.
She look at him and is I think this is blood of some kind.
Throw it away.
I will ask Frenya later. I'm gonna stick it back in my bag.
Okay.
And I will keep moving. Last time I forgot about something in my bag. Something real bad happened.
We're gonna get in trouble for this.
Yeah.
For what? Have we done anything wrong yet?
She leads you further down into the tunnel.
I also told you could stay there because it might be dangerous.
I'd be in more trouble if I let you go back.
From who? Your parents are not here.
And
I don't want you getting hurt or being in trouble.
As you're continuing down, you
boy.
come across a scene of 8 dead. Destroyed. Undead entities with mushrooms covering them. They have been torn apart by something or someone. There's 8 of them kind of sprawled about. And you could tell that this is old. They've been sitting here rotting for some time, but the fungus has completely embraced their forms and is just growing vibrantly out.
I know who maintains these, right?
Yeah, you know that there is a myconid known as Shiitake who tends to the Undergrove, and the spore spawn are underneath secret guardians that can be deployed in large battles to defend the grove, but they patrol down here to keep threats from the Underdark from coming.
These are from the druid.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
My parents always said not to trust that.
The druid?
Just
Why?
the creations.
They are mindless servants, usually. Frenya uses them for gardening.
I heard of another one before that didn't use
Which one?
her creations for good. So.
Oh, you mean the story from the graveyard? I heard of that too. Frenya was very upset. Are you scared?
So, I'm concerned.
About what?
A lot.
Is all of it because of what we're doing right now?
Where is it telling you to go now?
This way. Do I recognize
tunnel,
any
like,
of the
branches
tunnel
off.
marks? Right, like last time we were down
This
here,
is a whole new
But you
area.
said like the house burrows.
Oh yeah, it moves around. Yeah.
Do I recognize marks like that as we go further down?
You do not.
Okay, then I keep going.
Awesome.
I look at Vivian like an "Are you sure?" look, and if you don't stop me, I will keep going.
It's not letting you go by yourself. You're gonna keep going regardless, so.
Yeah, you continue forward and.
Is she is still pulling you?
Yes, you still feel that tether, that pull.
Is it getting stronger?
No, it's actually getting fainter as you continue, and
Do I feel like because it is weaker, or do I feel like because it is? You said before it's less urgent, like we are getting close.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will relay that to him. I think we are getting closer to where we're supposed to.
She's arming herself then. Kind of ready.
Okay, you feel a stopping point as you've gone through some tunnels and you come to that large area where you were before, where that creature had chased you out, and you see the collapsed tunnel, and you see the pieces of candy.
Still there?
Make a perception check or
Like
investigation
is
check
it
for me.
crushed?
Yeah.
Investigation?
Yeah.
16.
Just investigate the fallen rocks and see if something has come out.
19.
19. It does not seem to be displaced in a way that suggests something that large has come out from this side.
Does it feel like the other side?
This is like the back end, like
Yeah. Basically where you had reached the dead end.
We can assume what it looks like is if it was crushed, it's still crushed.
Amma's on the other
You're on
side.
that side now.
No, where originally I thought we were gonna find the house last time. We are on the back side of the rock fall that crushed the dinosaur. Yeah.
Yes. Basically you were where
We never
were
found.
before.
We never found.
Yeah, this is where the candy trail ended because the tunnel had collapsed, but you see that tunnel is no longer collapsed on the other side.
She picks up
where there was
piece
a
of
large
candy.
boulder, and you see the candy trail continue.
I pick up a piece of candy and I eat it.
Yes, you see the displaced earth in that large boulder.
She picks up a couple of them and eats them because she does this all. She's done it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And she eats it and do you want one?
No.
Okay. And I'll put it in my bag.
And you begin to smell the sweet sense of like a cider, like a very sweet, pungent, almost like something you'd smell in a sweet shop. I think it begins to fill the air. I mean, make a history check.
Come on.
There's two characters sitting.
15.
15. I mean, fables and stories of, creatures in the woods alluring people and folk and things with
Hansel and Gretel.
sweet scent. I mean, yeah, it's basically the D&D equivalent.
Hansel and
of
Gretel were chumps.
I feel like it's a far more dramatized tale because there's probably a lot more realisticness to it, especially being things in the Feywild happening like that, where unsuspecting Fey children wander off and encounter some weird archfey or a hag or some other type of creature.
I think,
but it's not too dissimilar in the prime material plane. As well.
I think at kind of getting back to this point where they had almost made it before and seeing the given trail she remembers, I think she will start hurrying.
Yeah.
She sees it, she's and she'll pick up a few and then not sprinting, but kind of
Scurrying?
Yeah, scurrying is a good word. So start scurrying faster down this new tunnel.
Okay, cool. As you continue, you see rooted in this chamber where you see what look like these crystalline kind of minerals are growing out around this cavern, giving some glow, and the bioluminescence is creating a light prism through it and just illuminating this entire chamber. The burrowing hut, this giant root that looks almost like a large wooden serpent sits there, and the mouth is agape open, and you see a door and a lantern lit.
Before I react to this, what has Amma, Vala, and Hekatee, what their relationship before, previously, has it been a warm one? Obviously people are real weirded out by hags, but for her, has it been almost a grandmotherly?
Oh yeah, certainly. Yeah.
She's just excited to see it, and she runs for the door.
Yeah.
She's I knew it was going to be here, and she runs.
Yeah, I'm keeping up close because one, probably not good for her to stray. You and me fucking both. You
Does
may have backup characters, but I do
does
not.
the pull does this feel like where I was supposed to go?
Yes, yeah, you feel the pulse stop, and then you see her manifested, and she's just pointing at the hut.
She'll kind of stop short for a minute, and she'll look back at Vivian. I said, I thought this was a good place to come, and I will come up, and I will, I won't burst in the door. I'm not, you know,
Not savage?
she's still a hag,
Weird,
right?
but you're not.
I'm weird, but not suicidal. Like, Amma, are you in there?
You just see the door begin to creak open.
No, I don't like this.
And you see the candle lit within, and you smell the sweet scent of all manner of sweet treats.
Again, in character, like, this is normal.
This is normal.
Yeah, okay.
This is normal.
This is what normally happens.
Yeah.
I think she'll stop.
This is a first for you, baby.
Yeah,
And
I don't
she will
wanna fucking
say,
go in.
she will, like, before she goes, she'll get a little closer. Like, I have a friend with me, if that's okay. I probably would not have gotten this far without her. I thought maybe you got hurt and I would not find you again.
Or some shit.
Make a persuasion check.
30-20.
30-20. The door remains open.
I'll look back at Vivian. I realized the nature of my grandmother and my lineage. You do not have to come in here. But I believe you are welcome.
I've come this far. I'm not letting anything happen to you.
Are you okay?
No.
I'll hold out my hand. To hold your hand, if you want. I'll take her hand and I will walk in. But maintaining, like, I will still go in first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you both enter the burrowing hut. We will come back to
God! Oh God!
Go back to the surface!
Camera pans
Goodbye.
up through the ground.
Yes, that awesome transition.
They were never seen of again.
Goodbye.
They were never heard from again, no.
Died how they lived, underground and in peril.
I only live like that sometimes.
Alright, going back to the surface, you two are still in the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
You were leaving the blacksmith, correct? The
Yes.
smithy, and then you were leaving the...
I'm blacked out. I don't know where I am.
Oh, that's right, you're blacked out.
No, God!
I forgot about that.
I didn't.
I have a sneaking
So since
suspicion
you're the
that you are in more
one
danger
that's
than I am.
out and about in the grove, I need you to make a perception check for me.
Okay.
But I'm also disguised as Nova right now.
Oh shit, you don't even look like
You
you.
don't even look-
Oh,
I don't look like
I went to Grandma's house.
That is
You're.
that's one.
Who knows?
That's one.
Okay.
You're having a really good time with this
The
night.
dice gods have spoken. Okay. Shut up.
No.
You awake, and you are not where you were before. And you
Off to a good start.
You see standing over you is this very kind of elegant but fierce female presence standing over you with this large cleaver, and is just like very confused and seems extremely defensive, and like you see the fangs of this vampiric individual standing over you, very confused, and you are inside of what looks like the butchery in the grove, and you've not met this person before. They're a stranger to you. You may have seen them like going through the grove, but you don't know their name. And you see her standing there with this massive cleaver, just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why would you do this? Why? Just leave me alone. And you are coherent. You have full control. You are
Okay.
just there.
Immediately shift out of Nova's form.
You see, she's like, what the fuck?
Please.
Is this a prank?
No. This is me.
Frankie
No.
looks at you confused.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm
I'm Schade. Schadenfreude? No?
You see, she looks back. She's like, shut up, and looks back at you, speaking to the weapon, and is like,
Listen, I know that.
Oh, this is a bad place to be.
You're the right.
Listen, I know that was probably.
okay, whoa, you're talking way too fast right now. I'm gonna give you 25 words. Use them well, or I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
My name is Shada. I am part of the Ash Guard. I am a cleric. Please don't kill me.
Make a persuasion check.
I love that she's in a butcher shop.
I wonder if she knows.
You see she throws it down on the counter and it just kind of sticks there and she's like, get the fuck out, please.
Does it turn into a thing?
May I ask one question before I leave? Because I don't know how I got here. I'm probably more scared
I've
than
seen
you are.
this quest in Skyrim too.
And I want to know what happened because I feel bad about it and I don't know what happened. Could I ask you please to tell me?
You see she reluctantly just kind of rolls her eyes and just like, you were possessed by the spirit of my dead sister who wanted to come visit and check on me. I'm sorry it happened. Please leave.
Leaving.
You see she's just
What a dick move!
Thanks.
You see she turns and you come walking out of.
That hallowing didn't
You
work
see
so
like
well.
some people like waiting at the front. You see like one person's like dinging the bell and you hear her scream in the back like, hold on! You come walking out. You see some people are kind of confused and you walk past and you head back out into the grove, into the thoroughfare, and you kind of feel like. You got some vertigo. You're kind of lightheaded and you have the chills. Like you can't get
sweaty.
warm and
Yeah.
Frankie.
Or just like
Gonna
walk in with my knife.
head where gonna head where most people head when they feel vertigo, sweaty, and unwell. I'm gonna go to the pub.
Yeah. That's usually going out of the pub.
Excellent. Adora, where are you at right now with your dagger walking around?
I think
Where are you headed next?
I'd go to my mom's house.
Okay. So you head
Check
to
for
a
secret
previous home.
Secret tunnel.
Yeah. Secret
I
tunnel.
was just trying to make a home for myself.
Yeah, you get there.
Mystery.
Look, the shadow lady said go to the tunnel, so go in the tunnel.
Yeah, you kind of approach and look through the window and whatnot, and it is locked. You're not aware of any secret key or anything.
What?
Comes here and goes,
When I look
think
in,
you have-
can I see if there's like a shrine or anything in the windows?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Or actually, I mean, you would know. No, you would know that there
I would know.
is.
I
You would
mean,
know that
there's
there is. Yeah.
Probably one in our home.
Yes, absolutely. You would know.
So I would
that
assume
there-
there's one here.
Yeah.
So I'd try the door.
Door is locked.
you have boots.
I try to kick the door in.
Make an athletics check.
Channeling mom number 1.
Fucking door.
Yeah, shower mom.
What?
It's a 24.
Yeah, the door goes flying off one of its 3 hinges and like goes and slams against the wall. The leaves kind of kick in with the wind and you see the space and it hasn't had anybody in it in a while, but you do notice it's quite clean actually on the interior.
This is surprising.
This is surprising.
Our house is never this clean.
It's
Yeah.
because they're not in it.
So I step inside, and I'm looking for a shrine to Iroth.
Yeah, you walk in and as you enter kind of the lounge living space, you see it kind of like on the mantle, this massive, like, it's not massive, but it's this quaint, just makeshift shrine. It's not too dissimilar from what you had at home
I'll
back in Theros.
approach it, and I'll set my knife down, my stuff down, and I'll get close to it, and I'll close my eyes and kneel and start a prayer.
Okay. And you pray to Iroas. Do me a favor, make a perception check for me as you're praying.
All the perception checks.
All the perception checks.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You see, well, you don't see you hear because you're praying and you have your eyes closed, but you hear hoof beats walking towards the door.
Hoof?
Hoof, yeah, like hooves.
Oh,
And
not
you
what I thought.
you turn and look towards the threshold of the entryway and you see Codlack standing there. And he looks in confused and looks
The door is
around.
broken.
Yeah, the broken door and just steps inside to inspect and then sees you standing there and goes,
Oh, my apologies. I was just Is everything all right?
Yes, I wanted to pray, and the door was locked.
Your mom gave me a key.
That I wish she would have also given me a key.
I can go get that for you if you want the key.
That would be.
Does
that'd
it
be
work
wonderful.
now?
You might need a new door.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
Okay, are you sure you're fine?
Yes, I'm fine.
All right.
And you see he just kind of turns and walks away and just trots off. Yeah. And leaves you to your prayer. Okay, so you are praying. Those of you who, you are with June or Juniper in the tavern, and Shadow walks in.
A little shaky.
A little shaky, yeah.
I'm gonna make a perception check to
Go
see if
for
or,
it.
like, would it be perception or insight?
This would be, I think, insight.
Okay.
This is more of a visible emotion, I think.
16. I'm
I'm
checking the, like,
If you're trying to hide your emotion, Shadow, it could be a deception check. If you're,
or if I'm just like checking like their well-being.
Yeah.
When I walk in, you can tell something's on my mind, but you're not sure what it is, probably.
I immediately like take like the scroll of common sign language and like wrap it up and like put it away, and I'm like, "Hey, you okay? Are you? What happened?
Oh,
You're sweaty."
yeah, I guess that's right. Wipes it off. I don't move much. Yeah, I think I'm okay now.
What happened?
I'm not really sure.
What?
And then Shadow will tell the tale of what has happened that they know so far, which is like, I
Great.
finished up work. Oh, by the way, your debt's forgiven. It's done.
That seems kind of secondary.
It's how it started, though, so I brought it up.
How much was
Thank you.
money you talk about, Frankie?
To
someplace.
them, probably not much. I don't know if they
And
would
you're
have
just
known each other
recounting
very
like
much.
what's happened.
Yeah, so
you're, like, come
after the
in.
ritual and I saw a sheet and I walked towards it, and then I was in a
Probably not a
shop.
lot.
And someone was waving a knife at me, and she looked scary and like she wanted to kill me.
She stated she wanted to.
Did you get like possessed?
I think so.
And you don't think that that's worrisome?
Yes, worrisome. Not anything to worry about right now.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just sort of I could use something to eat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I'm just gonna literally pick you up.
Dude, you know
sit
the
down-
name.
sit
You know
down
the
and
name.
take
He
you
sounds like,
over.
does someone say eat? He pops his head up from the back.
Tavern steak, please.
Going right up.
Tavern steak.
Yeah. He goes back and whips you up some fine tavern steak. Yes. Brings it back out for you.
As I eat it, I start to feel a little better, I think. And I'll be like, that.
Definitely.
I appreciate your concern. I think I am fine for the moment. I will be careful going forward.
Please don't follow any more sheets in a
Does seem
graveyard.
A little stereotypical, doesn't it?
A little bit.
A little in poor taste. We had
Classic.
just hallowed those grounds. Really flew in the face of all the sanctity.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck your sanctity.
Yeah.
I would think Tom would at least know the name,
steak
Frankie.
is really good. I don't know what your problem was with it last time.
It's not
tasty.
steak.
What is it this time? Been a couple days.
Oh,
Wait, aren't you a
fun.
vegetarian?
Let's see. Random.
No.
With our parents cooking?
Well, I mean, Meek is a vegetarian, and the Regina and
Thomas.
Tomas are vegetarians.
Regina's a vegetarian?
Let's
Different
see.
Regina.
Oh,
Regina
different Regina?
Regina too.
George.
Who's Regina 2?
Really?
Little sister.
Named after Grandma?
Uh-huh.
I'm sure she loved that.
She the baby?
No, the baby's on. Fuck. What? Why is it blanking?
It's because you had 15
Too
kids
many
and you
characters.
forgot their names.
No, Tomas was one of the twins.
Tomas was one of the twins.
Yeah.
The
Triplets.
twins. Yeah.
Yeah. Happens.
So many kids.
I like Tomas.
The
Tomas is
tavern
my
steak is a rare, deliciously cooked roper meat. And roper
Oh,
are
you
a
bastard.
monstrosity
Holy shit.
from the Underdark, and their meat is well protected because the outside, their carapace is basically like a stalactite or stalagmite.
This is very
So it's
delicious
like rock.
in
Like you'd
dungeon.
have to like break into it and
Probably
get
really
that
tender.
meat is oh yeah yeah.
Like lobster?
Yep.
Stone
Oh, yep.
lobster?
Yeah. I mean, essentially,
My mom
yeah.
is literally drooling, and he's
Yeah.
just like, you bitch.
Why are you okay with tentacle monster meat, but not
So-
mushroom monster meat?
It comes with a butter sauce. I can't eat all of this. Would you like some?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, great.
Your,
Just
Really
not even,
juicy.
like, I'm just using like my hands.
It's delicious.
Muscles.
your preferences are so
It's nothing
confusing.
like steak.
It's meat though.
So is the living mushroom.
Technically, no.
Less of us
Practically
living-
less than no.
Yeah. Okay. Adora, is there anything else you wanted to do before? Now we're getting pretty close to the end of tonight's session here. So is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I just
your prayer.
wanted to pray, and then I'd probably head back to the barracks.
The barracks. Okay, cool. You get back to the barracks and you see Codlack is there, and you see that he's speaking with some of the Ashguard,
Ropers are
and you see he's actually preparing for like a list of the Night's Watch and like whose shift is on with who. So if you all don't mind, can we? How should we do this? Let's.
Sword.
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 Sword. By the
Hasty.
sword. No, I just want to pair you each up for the Night's Watch. So I think I'll do this. I'm just going to roll a d6. And we're going to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? The first one's a 6. So Adora's first watch with 5 with Tum.
Awesome.
So you two are first watch. And then, okay, I guess now I should roll a d4 for the rest of you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. Heck, you have the midnight watch.
Okay.
With.
That tracks.
Oh, we're going to re-roll that. 3 with Shada. So the both of you have the midnight's watch, and then you two will have
Past
the morning
my
watch.
bedtime.
Grouped nicely.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, and he'll tell you that, and just tell you
I
what
know,
the
right?
others know. Like
Toot,
once
toot,
nightfall comes, that
Haters will
you
say
both
it's
will
fake.
have watch on the gate, and then it will be them who will be woken up, take over, and then you two will get the morning watch. So you
I
two
like it
basically are going to
dark
get like a
anyway.
full night's rest and wake up earlier than normal, and then take that rest and stay up for the rest of the morning and day. So that's set in stone. I hate to do it, but we're gonna go back to the Undergrove to you
No,
two.
you don't.
An Amma Vala's burrowing hut.
Heck's
And-
stoked as fuck. I'm freaking out a little bit. Heck is like, I did it. I found it again. Hooray.
And we're gonna pick up there next time. A little bit of a cliffhanger to meet Amma Vala in the Undergrove. The sword. Ah, the sword!
Yes!
Oh! I thought you were making the sword joke.
No!
I
Get your sword back. We'll do that next time as well.
Okay.
You will get your sword back. To be fair, it needed a lot of work on it.
It did
Yes.
a lot of work.
It did.
Didn't it come out of the
Mostly
bagman's
sword.
bag?
It's mostly
It did.
the sword.
Yeah.
It did.
I have a question.
Guys,
Out
you
of
want-
character.
Sure.
Are the bagman and the trader related?
No.
No?
No, they're just two separate
species?
spooky entities.
They're both just hoarders.
I mean, technically they're both cursed creatures,
I need
so
to
they have that in
add
common.
mysterious black of blood vial to
Yes.
my inventory.
And you all level up if you survive. So level 2, you will get the perks of your level up on the next in-game long rest. We will roll for hit die off camera, but we'll record it and post it, I imagine, so folks can see who rolled what for hit die.
Okay.
But yeah, so level 2.
Yeah.
And am I forgetting anything
asks
else?
I have to
an
fix
option.
all the graphics.
Yeah. When you do, you go to back
Sorry.
to the front main
So
page,
sorry.
and you
So sorry.
click on like it'll say,
But yeah, I mean,
You
we're gonna
click, you
end it
go from 1 to
there.
2, and then it'll
So
drop
thanks
down
for
to
watching,
the
everybody.
Thanks all.
Thank you for watching. Until next episode, good evening, good afternoon, and good night.
2.
Bye.
Bye.
What the fuck?
That was amazing. I'm scared.